Howdy, folks. Welcome to my Easter dinner. Actually, I have, from a couple weeks ago, I did a review of SpaghettiOs. I actually bought SpaghettiOs with hot dogs and SpaghettiOs with meatballs. And I was going to do some SpaghettiOs for this is Easter evening. I was going to do them for my Easter dinner to ramp up the pity party play just because it's funny to me. But I know I have a lot of new people here who might not know there is no pity party. It's Easter. This is my dinner. Or something I'm going to have. Maybe something else later. I don't know. I don't really celebrate a lot of holidays. It's my choice. It's my lifestyle choice. How I work and live. I live alone. I work a lot. And that's it. Holidays have never been super important. I'm not a religious person. And even non-religious holidays, birthdays, whatever. Something comes up, I'm doing it. I mean, today I was out delivering for Postmates and Grubhub. It wasn't a huge day, but there was a lot of orders. A lot of people wanted stuff, sandwiches and whatnot. Surprised. I figured everything would be closed and no one would be ordering out. But no, they were. It was just like any other normal day. And a lot of times on Easter, there's shows. I used to do a gem show every Easter. It was on Easter Sunday. It's just that's when they get the haul cheaper, and they would do it then. So that's just how things always have been. If there's a show, I was doing it, and I was a sales rep. There's a little story for the new people who've never been there. Sales rep for many, many years, a road rep. Throughout the 90s. When you work for yourself, holidays become meaningless because you work when there's work. And when there's not work, you party. That's it. You don't party. You don't go, oh, this Memorial Day I'm going to party because all of a sudden someone, who owns a store says, my grand openings, I'm opening a second store. The grand opening is going to be in July. I'm free Memorial Day. Can you come out and help me get set up with inventory for a new store? You're not turning that shit down. No frickin' way are you turning down stocking a new store when you're a sales rep. So whatever it is, you do it. That's just So I was going to pity party it with SpaghettiOs. I'm going to pity party it with my little sausage roll that I got. Free from Safeway. It's God, I'm going to be terrible at this. It's either a Philippine or a Puerto Rican sausage. It's not linguice. I know that. And I don't have it. I don't know. I keep wanting to say it's Langostino or Lumpia, which I know both are completely wrong. Langostino is a sea creature. Lumpia is a spring roll type of creation. This is begins with an L sausage from either Philippines or. Anyways, I got it free at Safeway. I went to go get some more pork buns. I did a little video on the pork buns. I like the pork buns. And when I went back, I got some pork buns, and I said, "Ooh, that's new. Let me get." And they were like $2 for one of these. Let me get one of those. I want to try it. I want to see how those are. And the lady said, "Oh, honey, you could have one." And she put it in a bag and put free of charge on it. And I was like, that's so sweet. So I got a free, big deal. I got $2 sausage free, but I got it. So there's my big special, Easter special, free $2 sausage thing. Not sure what this, I don't know if I've had this sausage. I've had a lot of sausages in my life. Oh, don't cut that out. Don't make that sound dirtier than it sounded. Okay. Well, I'm going to say I'm glad it was free. This is not a good sausage at all. Super sweet. No real good flavor to it. Bun, a little bit. I only got a little bit of bun, but yeah, Doesn't have anything I like. No, I'm going to toss this and have something else. It's pretty much bad. Pretty bad. I don't like it one bit. Oh well, it was free, huh? I'm glad they gave it to me free to try. I like linguiça. And that's what I was thinking when I said, oh, I want to try one of those rolls. I was thinking it was linguiça too. And I love linguiça. It's kind of, I think that's a chorizo sausage. I'm not positive if there's chorizo in that. But I like it a lot. Butterflied and on a toasted. Anyways, I'm not having that. I'm having this thing. It was terrible. I'm not having it anymore. And, well, that was my Easter bite rather than dinner. I'll have something else, I guess. Pick something up. Nothing special. Like I said, it's not a big deal to me. I was going to play up the pity party for the people who know me, but there aren't, because of the ice cream video I did, for me, a significant number of new people watch my videos. I think 4 or 5 people signed up today. That's a lot for me. I don't get a lot of people coming in, and they are going to, so you might as well, I'm not going to, I thought it would be funny to play, oh, woe was me, look at me, home alone eating SpaghettiOs, which is not, it's not a pity thing. It's like, this is me, I'm going to have, I have time for some SpaghettiOs, because right now, after I finish this video, and maybe a little extra on to the end, I've got orders to pack up. I'll tell you, that's been the life of a sales rep and what I am now, a online salesman and flea market show salesman. When I was a sales rep, sure, I celebrated Christmas like crazy because I did have a girlfriend at the time. She lived in New York. I lived in California. We saw each other multiple times a year, but we saw each other for extended periods of time each time. Like, for example, at Christmas time, around the 5th or 6th of December, no store would see me. That was it. They were done. If they didn't get their orders in by the first week of December, there was no point. The stuff's not shipping till after Christmas. They don't want it after Christmas. They want to get out of stock because they're doing inventory in January. They don't want new stock coming in right after Christmas because it's going to get counted in inventory for taxes. And so basically that's it. I'm done as a sales rep. You can't go to any stores. I used to sell to independent stores and other types, but that was it. You're done. So I would go until about I would just fly out to New York in the first week of December. Probably fly back around January 15th once people were ready to start ordering again. It'd be about a 6-week trip every year for Christmas and we'd spend the whole time together and just be a wonderful time. We never, the breakup was totally amicable. It wasn't even a breakup. It was something else. And it's not even worth getting into, but it was pretty sad. Had nothing to do with us disliking each other at all. But that's, I don't know, maybe we'll tell that story someday. It's not an important story. But it's important because I still know her, still care about her, still am in contact with her. And the decision she made was right. It was fantastic. She, okay, I'll get it. What the heck? Let's get, this is getting long and I want to do a little extra. Basically, her brother's wife ran off and she needed to help raise the son. The son is now in his 20s and is a wonderful young man. This was back in the 90s that she ran off and she decided that it was better to take care of the child, and I agreed. And so we had an amicable split. That's the whole story. There's really nothing more to it. It's just I didn't want to get into that, but it was okay. Like I said, we kept in touch. I saw him grow up to be a fine young man, and she did a great job as his mom. So, thumbs up to that. So I got a little extra I want to look at here, but that was it. This is yuck. That sausage is not a good sausage. This would not make a fun Wiener Wednesday. I saw something today that I wanted to expand upon. And I know the thing I saw, they're going to think this video's about them. It's not. I bet you think this video's about you. No. Anyways, no, it's not. It's not about the person we're about to hear at all. This was just a catalyst that got me thinking about something I wanted to bring up. And here's what I heard.
I'm sorry. I am not the one sending George all this stuff. And I would like to publicly apologize on the record.
Although I would say,
to everyone
of
who
all the
got
things
mad
you
at
should
me
apologize for,
back
this
in the
is
day
really low on
when
the
I
list.
was sending George Senda gifts. Because now I feel the anger and the rage. I get it now. I get it. And I'm sorry for what I did in the past. Meaning, really, there's a channel out there, George Senda. I did feel sorry for the guy once. I used to send him fun little gifts. Then I learned all kinds of things about him, including Nevermind, because that is his channel name. And I was horrified and I stopped. I hope the person who is sending him gifts every damn day will finally see the light. And look, they say I got a heart of gold. So here's which I'm sure is up for debate. But
okay, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Oh wait, I think she says she thinks she.
Dear person, and I'm pretty sure I know who's doing it. Let me tell you, from my heart of gold to yours, please stop sending this man stuff. Okay, really?
Okay, that's about all I needed to get out. She sees George getting a lot of gifts, and he has been getting a lot of gifts. And she thinks she knows who the person might be. Well, I'm going to tell you first of all, let's just look at something a little more interesting than that. Radar. There he is, looking like an idiot. So, it is not a person. You don't know who. I know who one of the persons are. I do. I know one of them. And this started out as I was actually in favor of it at first. I'm in favor of a lot of what happened. It was a very good experiment. And it really was great to learn a lot about George's psyche. I even made a video about what angers him and what doesn't. It was really weird, and it's still really weird. And the answer is, we still don't know. He was sent a little toy Charizard that was not a Lego, like a Mego block, or one of those. I don't know what company it was. It wasn't Lego, and it wasn't Giggle Blocks. That's something else. Someday you might learn what that was all about. Anyways, it was a toy he had to put together like Legos, and he couldn't do it. He got that little toy and thought it was the neatest thing because he loves Charizard, but then he couldn't make the toy, and he got angry and said, "Don't send me things I can't make," which was okay. So it got to be a game that's more than one person was playing. I was not involved in the sending. I was being told what was going to be sent and what was sent and what we got to see unwrapped and what we didn't see unwrapped. And the results were actually fascinating. It told us a lot about George. I think there was a book or a toy that made fart noises. It just angered him to no end. He would not show the toy that made fart noises. I think it was a farting alien. Who cares? It was some fart toy. And said it was childish, it was stupid, and it should not have been sent to his house. He was sent recently a stuffed poo, like a poo emoji. It was the funniest thing he'd ever seen, and he laughed and laughed and laughed. Why one was childish and why one was just hilarious, no one will ever know. It's George. He's nuts. This one is because of George. It makes sense. He was sent Donald Trump toilet paper. That angered him. He got really mad being sent Donald Trump toilet paper and would not show it. He just said he got it and it was an insult to him and the person in the product. He wouldn't even say what the product was. Then he got Hillary toilet paper, and it was the funniest thing he'd ever seen. Which it is his partisanship, but still, you know, if it's funny to put someone on toilet paper, it's kind of funny to put someone on toilet paper. I mean, I guess if George was put on toilet paper, it would be just an insult of insults. But if you put Patty on toilet paper a year and a half ago, it would have been the funniest thing in the world. When you put his love of his life on toilet paper now, oh, that's horrible. Horrible to do that. So it does show his mood changes and how he switches and feels and does things. And it was really cool. And this person is not sending nearly as much anymore. Just every once in a while, like playing with his wish list, which is something I would bring on. This is going to be too long of a video as it is. We'll look at his wish list on Amazon. It's amazing. He has everything on it. I mean, I think he just goes through Amazon and puts everything on his list. You can't get to the bottom of his list. Seriously, you can't get to the bottom of his list. I've tried. The only way I did it was I put a weight on my mouse and let it scroll down while I went outside and did stuff. And came, it was like an hour later, and it got to the bottom of the list. He would get mad. So people are sending him stuff now. Again, they sent him a cake. Whoever's sending him the groceries, I have no clue who that is. I know this is not the same person who sent him doodads. Although the person who sent him doodads does send cat food. And I have spoken to this person through messages about it. I don't know how they feel about my message, but they've never said anything, but we're friendly enough. I think we can talk. She doesn't get offended. Oh, I gave away gender. Oh, no. They don't get offended, though. I can tell them, and this is the thing, E said that she thought everyone was mad at her for sending George stuff, and now she's mad at, well, mad is an emotion you have. She has. I don't have that emotion about it. I was never mad at anyone for sending him stuff. I was mad at her. I told her, E, that she was a fucking idiot and she was wasting her money. I guess that means I'm mad. I told this other person, for some of this stuff, you're an absolute idiot and you're pissing away your money. And she said, it's my money to piss away. You're right. It is. And if that's what you want to do with it, that's fine. I'm not mad about it. I just think, Now, the one I am a little miffed about is the cat food. Because George does come off, and a lot of people feel sorry for the cats and want to take care of the cats. The thing is, George really doesn't want to take care. This is really what this is about, is me giving this little talk about George and the cats. George doesn't take care of the cats. George wants the cats to show him affection and love. And that's it. Because I even once said he doesn't care for his cats. And to him, that got to him, and he said, I heard someone say, I don't care for my cats. I care about my cats. And he picked up a cat and hugged it. And I said, that's not what I meant. And even in the video where I said he doesn't care for his cats, I said what I meant. He doesn't take, these are outdoor cats living outside. He doesn't capture them, take them in, get them yearly rabies shots, get them distemper shots, get them things that they need because they're living outdoors. There's very little chance these cats are going to starve to death. There's a very high probability these cats are going to get feline AIDS, feline leukemia, rabies, all kinds of things that need to be vaccinated against. He's not doing that. He's never done that. He doesn't care for the cats. Now, he could feed them half as much as and he says, he doesn't have the money, he doesn't have the, whatever. Well, if he fed them half as much, then he would have the extra money to do it, right? And you can go to clinics and get these things done, pretty damn cheap. I mean, I know Archie needs his, he doesn't get outside though, but he needs his rabies shot done. I can't get it done because of the quarantine. and he's due, and it would be a fun video to see him going to the doctor, but maybe pretend to sell him. But anyways, George doesn't take care of the cats. He does not get them shots. He does not get them boosters. He does not get, and all the money he spends on food, and he could take all this free food he's given and then save his money and use it to care for the cats. Because what's going to get to those cats outside is not hunger. They're not going to starve to death, but they are going to get sick, or they can. And I don't like seeing that. And I wish people would stop sending them cat food, or send them cat food with a caveat that says, get these cats their shots, or you won't be getting any more cat food. Use the money you save on cat food to take care of these cats. If people did that, I'd be all for it. That's the only thing I don't like. Everything else, you send them an iPad, I think you're just a fucking idiot. You know, you send them groceries, I think you're an idiot. You send them cat food, I think you're doing a disservice to the cats. Not being an idiot, you're just, it's money going in the, you know, just not thought out. Not, you know, not that I thought it out and I'm some genius about how to deal with George's cats, but that's how I look at it. To me, all he wants is the cats to come to him, to rub his legs. He always talked about how happy he was when the cat flopped. If the cat is missing for a week now, he's kind of, oh, it's been missing for a week. I don't know. I'm a little worried because they're just stray outdoor cats. They come and go. I mean, he's, you know, like I said, he's not taking them in. He's not getting them shots. And that's just, to me, that's criminal. You know, that's horrible that he's playing on people's sympathies when he's blatantly not doing what he says he's doing. And that's why I think people, I really don't want people, you know, well, you know what I want. I've said it. So anyways, that's it for today. Happy Easter. What a wonderful note to end on. Cats with AIDS. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye.